I didn't know if I'd see anybody again. And that's what broke me. That's what scared me.
A Fairfield teen recovering from a tough battle with COVID-19. Tonight, hear her struggle and the recovery ahead.
Plus, the pandemic leaving many schools in need of crossing guards. We'll introduce you to a pair and their role keeping kids safe. And later.
I'm Martin Stewart. Tonight I'll tell you what wildlife experts say you should do to keep yourself safe from bears, whether you're at home or recreating outside in nature.
From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 530 News.
Also tonight, a plan from the governor to help with economic recovery. Thanks for joining us here on the MTN 530 News on KRTV. I'm Tim McGonigal.
And I'm Hallie Schwinnard. 2 weeks ago, MTN shared the story of a Teton County teen fighting for her life from COVID-19 complications.
She's since been discharged from the hospital and is now home and healing. Tom Wiley reports from Fairfield.
It's Kiana Yeager's first day as manager for the Fairfield football team, and she couldn't be happier.
It actually wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. I'm still very happy. I'm not tired. And it's just fun.
If you spotted her on the sideline, you just assume she's another healthy teenager, and that is a small miracle.
Been getting better every day. All the bruises have been healing, all the wounds, and I'm getting back on my feet and trying to return to normal.
Less than 2 weeks ago, Kiana was in the ICU at Primary Children's Hospital in Salt Lake. She was fighting multi-system inflammatory syndrome in children, a rare complication from a COVID-19 infection, and the first such confirmed case in Montana.
Why me? What did that for me? Why did my organs want to go into overdrive, kind of a thing?
Her heart, liver, kidneys, lungs, and other organs were swollen and started to shut down. Her condition went from bad to worse.
Hardest part with this is my parents didn't know if I'd come home for 4 days. I didn't know if I'd see anybody again. And that's what broke me. That's what scared me.
But while Kiana was fighting, her community was organizing, starting a food drive that attracted donations from all over the world and an untold amount of prayers.
There was so many people that wanted me to come back from this, and I do believe that it's part of them that I am back.
Just days after struggling for her life, Kiana's condition improved. She was moved out of the ICU and eventually discharged to come home.
Thank you for all your prayers and all the support. I will see you guys hopefully really soon.
That means Kiana was able to get back on the sidelines, and the Eagles welcomed her with open arms.
1, 2, 3, Eagles!
It's awesome. She was actually one of the first people I met in Fairfield, and exceptional young lady, and she's been very, very important to our football program, and we're so glad to have her back.
Her journey back to health is far from over. Kiana's organs were severely damaged during her illness, but she's accepted that and is taking her recovery in stride.
That moment, I felt that I was okay, I'm better. And now I'm realizing I'm not totally better. I'm getting there.
Tom Wiley, MTN News.
Nationwide, there have only been 694 confirmed cases of Miss C associated with COVID-19. The CDC is still studying the disease, outcomes, and risk factors.
Families are having new conversations about student safety in Great Falls. These concerns come after 2 children left Whittier Elementary School with a non-custodial parent on Monday. In Great Falls Public Schools, one job in particular has had a big hand in helping keep kids safe. MTN's Zach Shermley shows us what being a crossing guard means to a very special duo.
Before school every morning at the corner of 27th and 7th, you'll find Kathy Schoenthal. She's been a crossing guard at Lincoln Elementary School in Great Falls for over 10 years. Just a block down at 6th on the city bus route is Gary Schoenthal.
We're kind of a team.
The husband and wife crossing guard duo has one job: keeping kids safe.
I feel safe with him down at the corner because if I need help, I can yell down there.
From crossing the street to putting on masks. Lincoln Elementary School transitioned to remote learning last semester to prevent the spread of COVID-19. For the Schoenthals, not seeing the kids was hard.
Some of them didn't come back this year, so you miss them and you just wonder how they're doing.
But the pandemic has created even more challenges for crossing guards in Great Falls Public Schools. But not every school is lucky enough to have a Kathy and Gary here at Riverview Elementary School. No crossing guard, the principal, having to help students cross the street safely. And here outside Sunnyside Elementary School, a similar story.
Great Falls Public Schools is having difficulty in filling positions, just like probably many other businesses across Great Falls and Montana.
The district has about 20 crossing guards on board right now, but they're looking for as many as 5 more. To be clear, someone will be there to help your kids cross the street, crossing guard or not, but in schools without people specifically hired to do that, it's often principals or other staff members stepping up. The district implemented a pay raise in August for crossing guards, but hiring for the job is always tough.
Consistently a tough job to fill.
For the Schoenthal's, it's so much more than a job.
You see the kids grow up so much, and this has been 6 months. It's a long time. We don't do this for the money. We do this because we love the kids.
In Great Falls, Zach Shermley, MTN News.
Crossing guards in the district make $13 an hour. Again, even if your child's school doesn't have a crossing guard, principals and teachers will be there to make sure everyone crosses the street safely.
Montana will be launching a new program to help businesses with economic recovery. At a press conference earlier today, Governor Steve Bullock announced the Montana Working Capital Program, which builds off the Montana Loan Deferment Program. The program allows Montana businesses to take out a new loan of up to $500,000, with 35% of it granted through coronavirus relief funds. Bullock underscored the program's ability to address some of the biggest and most crucial expenses of a business.
The Montana Working Capital Program will allow Montana businesses to take out a new loan to be used for payroll, employee benefits, lease or rent, inventory, utilities, and insurance.
The program opens up for applications Tuesday, September 8th, and will be run by the Board of Investments in partnership with Montana banks and credit unions. At the same press conference today, Bullock also announced the state will receive FEMA funding for the Huff, Bobcat, and the Rice and Snyder fires. Well, thankfully, the winds have died down quite a bit since yesterday when we saw all those fires pop up. Elizabeth Copeland has a first look at our forecast.
Well, it's a beautiful day once again across Montana with a few bits of haze on the horizon. Some of that residual smoke from yesterday's wildfires in central and eastern Montana. We do have some smoke starting to trickle its way in from the west. Some of those wildfires across Oregon, Washington, and California. This high pressure system is going to really help trickle some more of that wildfire smoke into our area, especially on Friday. So don't be surprised if you see the haze on the horizon, especially in central Montana on Friday. But that high pressure and that ridge strengthening will also lead to very warm temperatures. So some of the warmest temperatures we're going to have this week are going to be on Friday and Saturday afternoon as we top out well above average. Usually it's 76 this time of year. On Friday and Saturday we'll be in the mid 90s. So a very hot couple of afternoons for us. Now the changes do come for the weekend, especially on Labor Day. A cold front moves through on Sunday. We track a big cool off in store for us on Monday. So we're definitely going to be packing the extra layers for those Labor Day forecast plans.
Bear activity in the Flathead Valley is causing wildlife officials to warn people about the need to remain bear aware. MTN's Marin Sue tells us how you can keep your home and yourself safe from bears.
Wildlife experts warn residents and visitors to the state of Montana about bears. Whether you're recreating outside in Glacier National Park or at home, you need to take appropriate safety precautions to keep yourself safe.
This time of year, bears are trying to eat as many calories as they possibly can before they go winter hibernation, and they can smell food from over a mile away.
Going into Labor Day weekend, Dylan Tabish with Fish, Wildlife and Parks says residents need to hide all bear attractants.
Keep garbage inside until the day of pickup. If you have domestic fruit trees, this time of year, domestic fruit trees are a really big attractant for bears.
Jenna Kurtzman with Glacier National Park says if you're in the park, visitors need to be prepared for a bear encounter.
All of our popular locations such as Hidden Lake, Avalanche Lake, Pagan Pass, Otokomi Trail, all of the real popular ones are currently posted for bear frequenting.
Both Tabish and Kurtzman say bring bear spray and make sure it's easily accessible. If you encounter a bear, do the opposite of what you're seeing in this video. Do not run. Slowly back away and make noise to alert the bear of your presence. In the worst case scenario, Kurtzman says what you should do if you're approached by a bear.
Lay down on the ground, on your stomach, with your hand over the back of your neck. If the bear tries to flip you over, continue rolling and keep your stomach on the ground as much as possible to protect your organs.
Kurtzman says if you come across wildlife or a carcass on a trail, you're to report that to a park ranger. In Columbia Falls, Marin Sue, MTN News.
Tabish recommends people look for fruit cleaning groups to share extra fruit that may attract bears.
Salvation Army officials say the USDA's Farmers to Families Food Box program has helped feed thousands through mass distributions and partnerships with local food banks and nonprofits. At the federal level, the program has purchased produce, meats, and dairy products from producers around the country in 3 rounds. They are now reviewing applications for the 3rd round of distribution, which will cause a delay in distribution at the local level. There is some good news, though. The 2nd round of distribution is extended through September 18th. This means the Salvation Army will have 2 more Farmers to Families events before the program temporarily halts. Mark King says the organization is the middleman between the public and the program. They have no control over when distributions will resume following the 18th.
We just get a call the day of saying your truck's going to be here at this time, and then we make sure that we have volunteers and community partners ready to receive the food.
King says the Salvation Army is looking for volunteers to help with the next 2 distribution events. We have more information on our website. After the break, suicide awareness and prevention through art. Why this year's event is more important than ever.
From Montana's news leader, you're watching the MTN 530 News.
Welcome back. As we've all experienced, many events have been canceled this year because of the coronavirus, but a local event to raise awareness about suicide has not.
September is National Suicide Awareness and Prevention Month, and as MTN's Coulter and Stat explains, the event may actually be more important now because of the virus.
I love your gnomes, though.
I know, they're so cute.
Tiffany Sweeney was excited Thursday as she looked at items people will be able to purchase and paint during the Painting for Suicide Prevention fundraiser September 8th.
We will be doing an open paint. You can pick up to-go kits. It'll be an opportunity to just kind of reflect on suicide prevention and awareness. There will be resources. You can get your questions answered.
As the chair of the local Suicide Awareness and Prevention Walk, Sweeney partners with local art studio Brush Crazy to raise money for the walk. Brush Crazy is donating 50% of the proceeds from Tuesday's event.
In 2011 and 2012, I lost 3 people close to me. I have similar to this one. And I want people to know they're not alone. I want people to know that they're not alone in their struggles. They're not alone in experiencing this.
An important message right now, especially in Montana, where the suicide rate is 3rd highest in the nation.
I think with the pandemic, we have isolated ourselves even more to stay safe and healthy. One of the key aspects of suicide and one of the risk factors of suicide is isolation.
Brush Crazy studio manager Sam Houston is as excited as Sweeney is to help people.
It's a cause that I feel very in touch with. And of course, having people in the studio is really nice because the last few months, we haven't been able to have our customers in here as much.
An opportunity to heal the business's bottom line, but more importantly, help people struggling with the issue of suicide heal.
So I'm a very big believer in the healing power of art. And so for us to be able to come together with them, I think is a huge opportunity for these people.
In Great Falls, Coulter and Stat, MTN News.
Now, if you can't or don't want to go to Tuesday's event but still want to participate, you can purchase items to paint online. And for more details, you can head to our website, krtv.com.
A cold front moves in from the north, bringing much cooler temperatures to our forecast for Labor Day. We track the latest coming up next.
Takes Storm Tracker weather starts now with Chief Meteorologist Elizabeth Copeland.
Welcome back on this Thursday evening where we're tracking some more blue skies in the forecast, even for northeast Montana, which yesterday saw some very light showers. Now, interestingly, here on our Doppler network, we have kind of a boundary set up just across central and north central Montana where some clouds are flowing by, but none of those are really producing rain. There is some rain showing up near Billings, but that's just extra feedback from the radar. Not a lot going on there, even really across the Billings area or all of our area. So besides a few clouds, plenty of blue skies, warmer temperatures as well. In Great Falls right now, 87 degrees, 76 across northeast corner. Overall, we're right about average for this time of year, just slightly above average Great Falls and Helena and Cut Bank, where we're going to trend in really in the mid 80s this afternoon. So for the next couple of days, do expect that warmer weather to stick around. I mean, we're still talking a warm up in store for us as we head through the weekend, anywhere between 90, 95 degrees from Friday through Saturday afternoon. Those overnight lows stay relatively mild, upper 40s, low 50s, very typical of what we expect this time of year. The daytime highs are going to be well above average, but there's some changes coming to the forecast, and that's going to start really occurring on Monday. So Sunday night, Monday, temperatures are going to start out in the 70s. Now Monday morning, not really any difference here. We'll be in the 40s and even some 50s out there Monday at 7:30 a.m. But this cold front is going to be the big difference in our weather pattern for Monday afternoon. So Labor Day, that cold front is going to move down, and by 5 o'clock, we're usually warming up. This is going to be the warmest part of the day usually, but that cold front moves throughout the day, and we start in the 40s, and we're going to end in the 30s and 40s. So really, temperatures are actually going to be dropping when they should be rising. So Monday is going to bring a big change for us. Labor Day forecast looking very chilly, just like this last Monday when that cold front went through. We're going to have some isolated showers, and that much colder air and wind is back in the forecast. So wind is going to be about 25-30 mile per hour gusts on Saturday afternoon as that cold front starts to make its way into our area, and then we're going to be breezy and much colder for the rest of next week. Until then, again, we're going to see that warm up in store through Saturday. Sunday brings slightly cooler air, but a lot more of those showers are going to be in the forecast, especially Sunday night. And then our Monday morning plans will also be rainy. Again, very cold on Monday compared to average, 58 degrees there, 63 on Tuesday. We hold steady in the 70s on Wednesday and Thursday of next week. So until then, we'll be at a nice big warming trend in our forecast for the next couple of days. 91 on Friday and then 95 on Saturday in the capital city. Plenty of sunshine. Again, if you do see a little haze on the horizon, don't be surprised. We're getting a little of that haze from the southwest as that warm south air flows into our area. Sunday, at cold front starts to approach, we get a few showers ahead of that, especially on Sunday night. So probably going to see a washout of those plans Sunday night and early Monday morning, but the real changes occur on Monday afternoon as that cold front moves through, dropping temperatures from the mid and upper 80s to the low 60s. We hold steady below average on Tuesday with a few clouds around. This could be the first time we see freezing temperatures in the forecast this month. 32 degrees possible Monday night into Tuesday, and then we are on a nice warming trend right back to average as we head into Wednesday night and Thursday of next week.
Still to come, with the pandemic canceling so many events, one you can count on is the Symphony. Details on some free concerts coming up.
From Montana's news leader, you're watching the MTN 530 News.
Welcome back. Thanks to the coronavirus pandemic, enjoying some local musical performances is now a little easier. The Great Falls Symphony Orchestra's 2020-2021 season will be free. There will be 2 performances of each concert at the Civic Center. You can also watch them online. The music director says this will allow the orchestra to be flexible as the pandemic changes and encourage people who otherwise wouldn't experience the music.
This is a way to do something new that also sends out a lot of positivity. So I think, we don't quite know how things are going to go, but we feel really good about the possibilities.
While tickets are free, you will still have to have one to get in because seating is limited due to the virus. To find out how you can get tickets, click on the link to this story on our website. Don't go away. We have some exciting news to share about breast cancer research when we come back.
Trend and high pressure last in our forecast through Saturday afternoon as we reach the mid-90s. Sunday temperatures take a slight drop, but rain moves in Sunday night and Monday morning. That cold front moves through, dropping temperatures from the 80s to the 60s on Monday. So we're going to see rain and much cooler weather for our Labor Day forecast.
Here's an interesting one. Honeybees may soon help scientists win the battle against breast cancer. Doctors in Australia found that doses of venom from the stingers of certain honeybees killed breast cancer cells.
One of the compounds found in the venom also destroys a breast cancer cell's ability to grow and spread. The study also found the bee venom caused little harm to normal cells Doctors warn there are 20,000 species of bees and not all of them can fight cancer. They say the hope is to find the right dose to use in current medications.
I didn't know there was that many different types of bees.
I didn't know that either, but this is very exciting news because honey, of course, is great.
It's amazing.
Great to eat, and now honeybees are helping people hopefully stay healthy.
And you know, around here there's so many apiaries, it amazes me all the time.
Yeah. All right, so that's all the time we have. We'll see you back here tonight at 10.